Wait, hold on. I can tell their signals are still getting in there. Hey, everybody, welcome to Talk is Cheap. We got a great episode lined up. We're going to learn how to make tinfoil hats, discuss the effectiveness of them, and then Dan's going to talk about a U.S.-Australia surveillance base called Pine Gap down in Australia. This one I'm excited about. My good buddy Dusty's got a special Bigfoot section of this episode for me. He says I'm going to be happy and be surprised because someone's got one. Stay tuned for Talk is Cheap, where cheap is talk and talk is cheap. Fellow humanoids, welcome to another great episode of Talk is Cheap, coming to you from our secret underground lair. My name is Peter Halbleib, and to my right is
Dan Hohlfeld.
And as always,
Dusty Long.
All right. Welcome. How you folks doing?
Wonderful.
Good.
Pretty good. I had to sample this fucking split. How do you say that? Sprecher hard root beer. Did you ever have this?
No, I haven't.
It's got like a more deeper. It's not like your father's root beer has more of a kind of softer taste. This has like that deep oil taste.
Oil?
Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember having that Social Fix, which I wasn't a fan of any of the root beer ones, to be honest. This one's better than your dad's.
It is a little bit better, yeah.
Is it? Do you like it? Well,
yeah.
Sprecher does a lot of good stuff. I like the regular root beer. They make a regular root beer as well, like non-alcoholic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that's good as well.
Not bad at all.
So, well, awesome. Well, I'm surprised. What are we? Geez, what is this? Episode 3031, somewhere in there? And we have not talked about tinfoil hats yet. So tonight we have a special arts and crafts edition of Talk is Cheap. Gentlemen, I am going to show us and our viewers how to make a tinfoil hat. I think that we know that, tinfoil hats are, rumor has it helps block out all this mind control stuff and telepathy and all the beams that the government's hitting in our brains and stuff. But I've done a little research, and after we make our hats, we're going to wear them, and we're going to have a conversation about the uses and effectiveness of tinfoil hats. So,
awesome.
Step one of making a tinfoil hat. Get yourself some good tinfoil. Now, I don't know if we can show Reynolds Wrap on there or not.
Does it have to be heavy duty?
I like the heavy duty stuff. Thicker the better. It's easier to work with as well.
Okay.
So there you go. Dan's got a piece. So first, step one, tear off a piece of aluminum about that big. Through the magic of the internet, our guests or our fellow speakers tonight have theirs made. So step one.
This is crazy.
Yeah. Step one, we want to fold it in half, double it up, right? Because we want some nice, good, thick stuff. Boy, you're not going to sneak up on anybody while you're making these things, are you?
Yeah, when they come down to the bunker and catch us, we'll definitely not be fighting.
Yeah, we don't talk much about our recording location, but it is quite the ordeal to get down to this secured facility.
It's
Dan.
my secret underground lair.
Yes. You have to negotiate through a gauntlet of booby traps and sharks with laser beams on their head.
That's their freaking heads.
That's right. So now we got our aluminum foil or tin foil, if you will, folded in half. Now we're just going to simply put it to our head. Like make a big.
Does it matter what side we put to our head?
I don't think so. I didn't come across that. So we can do some experiments to see what works better. And then kind of hold it in the back, and then slowly work your other hand around, making the top into this neat little.
We look like idiots.
I know, right? And the more of these you make, the better you're going to get at making them more fashionable. So you won't turn quite as many heads as you're walking down the street wearing one of these.
You've done it quite a bit then, huh?
Well, I haven't. I'm not that good. I'm still practicing. Okay, and then you just kind of keep squeezing it and forming it to your head. And you want to get it nice and tight, too, because for it to work most effectively, you don't want any of those beams to be able to get up underneath. There you go.
I'm a unicorn.
Oh, my God. We're losing all credibility with this one, folks.
So anyway, okay, so now we've got ourselves a nice tinfoil hat, okay? And you can kind of see we all look alike. I see Dusty's already making his into something a little more fashionable.
There's that fish with that dangling thing in front of them.
I'm trying to be more fashionable, actually.
Yep.
I will let you all know right away that if you do not have hair, this could be a little painful.
Oh,
this is not the most comfortable thing I've worn
to be wearing.
As soon as I went ahead and kind of pressed down here, it made a very, very sharp edge, which is currently digging into my scalp.
And may or may not be causing a head wound.
If blood were just starts draining down this away, and I start getting a little woozy, you might at that point in time want me to take this off. However, I have seen already a secondary use for this. If you pull it off, which I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to get back on, it's also a bowl.
Yes.
You could cook on this, make some popcorn, or you could drink it like the skull cap, like you're some kind of like barbarian warlord. I took his head and now I drink from it.
You cut open the end, you got a beer bong?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, if I turn it backwards, it looks like I'm going faster. Let me
it looks like it's more streamlined.
Oh, yeah. I'm like the Flash.
So now what we can do is we can take some additional pieces of
and this helps
foil.
Amplify.
This is more for your fashion kind of stuff.
Oh wait! I need some more, please. I have an idea now. All of a sudden.
Okay. Yeah. No. This is what we're. How big of a piece you want?
Just
like that.
Yeah. Okay. I saw what you were doing, and I thought of something here.
Very good.
I don't know if I can do it, but I think someone else out there probably should. Oh.
Yes, as you go through this, if you have any cool tinfoil hat designs you'd like to share with us, please reach out to the K2D4 network and
send us your
pictures.
Design,
submit your pictures and designs. And see, what I'm doing here now is just so I can tell which one's my hat, or kind of be a little cooler when I'm walking down the street to show that I'm putting some thought into the tinfoil hat I'm making. Look at that, I made a little extension with a little curly Q on the end. So there we go. Boom. One fashionable tinfoil hat.
I'm trying to make a satellite, so
maybe I can
only pick up what I want.
We fucking lost it on this episode.
So we'll get down to the brass tacks here pretty quick.
Oh, it's a flower.
Oh, see now Dusty, he's got he's reversing the polarity on his so he can send his mind waves out. I just made that up. That's
absolutely what I was thinking. Like I could wear this, and like when I feel them coming out, like redirect it, put my own spin on it, and
yeah, there you go.
Like, this is your shit back.
Yep. So.
Why are we doing this?
Daniel's missing a little bit. He's mind's controlled. He's got a crack in his.
Yeah. My piece could have been a little bigger. It's not quite coming.
I think yours looks really nice. Remember the snorkel cartoons, the snorks?
Oh yeah, they lived underwater and stuff. Yeah, a little bit like that. Yep.
Yeah. So, all the viewers out there, make your own and then take pictures and we'll throw them up on the
yes.
website.
This maybe, I know that Christmas and New Year's is behind us, but maybe this could be a Christmas card for next year that we send.
I never thought about that. Yeah.
So, this is supposedly supposed to block frequencies that the government, the powers that be, the aliens or whatever are using to try to either control us or read our minds. So. In 2005, some MIT students wanted to say, okay, is there really anything scientifically behind this? Does it really block, what it's supposed to do? What they found was pretty interesting. The tinfoil, the idea of it is you're creating what's called a Faraday cage, and that's like a metallic. There's different types of materials you can use. Cage or structure that shields it from all radio waves coming in. They did find that tinfoil, and it depends on the thickness. That's why we used the heavy duty, doubled it up, can really significantly reduce the amount of radio signals that penetrate it. So we are protected by certain frequencies. What they found, though, is that other certain frequencies, the aluminum foil actually amplifies the signal.
Nice, put an antenna on the top.
Yes. Well, remember, you guys. I'll say in a minute, and be ready for it. I'm glad you're sitting down. So, You're pretty young guys, yeah. But you probably remember the old rabbit ears, on TVs. And what did you do to them?
Pain in the ass.
Yeah, what did you do to them to get better reception?
Tinfoil, stand on one leg.
Yeah, right. Yeah, one leg, and you tied the tinfoil, hope that would hold it. So what they found is that in the range of 2.6 gigahertz, it's amplified. This range is allocated for mobile communications and broadcast satellites, so television and mobile phones and stuff. Well, the other one is 1.2 gigahertz, and that's allocated for aeronautical radio navigation and space-to-earth and space-to-space satellite bands. So all of a sudden now, if they're shooting these radio waves at us from the satellites, we're getting a bigger dose of it right now. Actually, just in the few minutes I've been wearing this, I'm feeling a little more docile, a little more willing to accept what leadership tells me. So that's weird. No, I'm just kidding. So really, the effectiveness of tinfoil hats, the jury's out. Was this whole thing set up because the government told us to wear them?
Oh, God.
So
to block it, but it's actually out there. The more people wear these, they have a better control over them.
One thing that's interesting, though, is if you wrap your cell phone in it, it'll block the cell signal.
Will it? I saw it.
I just put my phone in there to see if it would enhance it.
No, it blocks it.
It didn't do a damn thing.
I've done it. You got cell service?
I got one bar. I had two.
It might, because you still have one side open, you might be getting out if you...
Take my nice hat. Oh, my flashlight's on. Does that have anything?
Oh, maybe it automatically turns on flash. Yeah, nothing in the hat.
I've tried it with my BlackBerry and it worked.
Really? It blocked it out?
Two bars. Yeah. I'm gonna close it up.
Try to peek in there and look.
Try to peek in here. Just give me a little bit so I can just see one bar, which is where I was bouncing between 1 and 2. So.
Inconclusive study. Some more research will need to be done there. But that's interesting. But when I was doing this research into the tinfoil hats, it was kind of cool because a little sidebar said, "Well, don't go throwing them away quite yet, because there is a good use for them." Are you guys, Dusty, you're very probably familiar with this, the Raytheon Active Denial System, which is there's a photo of one here. I think we've probably seen these. Dusty doesn't seem to think that they're being used very much anymore, but this was originally developed for crowd control. The common term, they call it a heat ray, so that they shoot a frequency out that the human body interprets as heat, and they can set it up to disperse crowds or to stop advancing crowds, set up a perimeter, because the closer you get to it, the more your skin feels like it's burning and it actually hurts.
The microwave is what it is.
Yep.
They're not using these anymore?
No, I don't. I think it's illegal to use them.
Oh, that's good.
Or Geneva Convention. I could be wrong, but
No, definitely not the Geneva Convention. But I know there's been a lot of controversy surrounding these because it can make people really sick too. And
I saw the news broadcast about it where that guy was walking towards it behind a mattress and it was still going through that.
Yep.
He had to drop it and run away.
Yep. And what they found though is that Mylar coated stuff, tinfoil, you can actually deflect those rays and even shoot it back at the source. So they recommend we take our tinfoil hats, open them up, and use them as a shield. Like those big, you've seen in the summertime, people put that foil cardboard thing on their windshield,
Yeah.
Using one of those, you can advance on one of these things and it'll actually disperse and deflect the beam. So I thought that was pretty interesting too, is, you never know, illegal or not, that doesn't stop the government and military from doing what the heck they want. So if you're ever in a situation where you're getting one of these things turned on you, get your tinfoil hats out, open them up, and start covering your body with them, because it will reflect that.
So it will protect against this?
Yeah, allegedly, of course.
You should probably try it out, huh?
Yeah, I wish we had one of those things. Dusty,
we always just turn the microwave on and break the glass, and then
stick our head in there to see if it gets hot.
Probably not the best option.
No. So, anyway, I did want to have us take some time to talk about tinfoil hats. They're not only fashionable, but they're a good thing to have in case you're getting crowd controlled with the active denial systems. And you wear one at your own risk. Either the government's going to get in your mind better, or you are protecting it. So I would like to say, too, that the concept of the tinfoil hat allegedly is nothing new. The first mention of it was like something in 1927 when it was actually where the first written reference to it was. But supposedly some of the old lore behind it stems from back in the 1700s when the Freemasons were very prominent. And, they're part of the occult, too, and so there's a lot of people manipulation there. And some folks at the time thought that by wearing metallic objects on your head would prevent the Freemasons from trying to manipulate your mind with what they were doing. And if you kind of go back and look back further, you talked before in previous episodes about how a lot of ceremonial things show these big helmet type things over their heads and stuff. Oh, yeah. That could be another possible connection too, is that even back thousands of years ago, they realized the advantage of putting, gold or other materials over your head to help protect from mind control. So pretty interesting.
Yeah,
huh?
It is interesting.
So anyway, I know that it's a little goofy. If anybody would like us to make them a tinfoil hat and send them to us, please get us your information for $49.95. We will make you your own custom tinfoil hat, autograph it, and send it to you.
I want to sell mine on eBay.
Special edition.
Yes, it is a special edition. Some of you aren't handy. Maybe you're fresh out of tinfoil and really want one. So reach out to us. And Dusty, and please do not use glue. There we go. Dusty got his off.
I pinched it too tight.
I suppose we should probably take these off the rest of the show so people don't think we're
totally weird. No, we don't have to wear them the whole
children,
time.
So I'm just going to hold it here for the rest of the time.
I'm going to leave mine proudly displayed on my workstation next to me.
Yeah, we could set them in the back and use them later on, or for the props. All right, I want to talk about Pine Gap because I mentioned Dulce in a few shows ago, and I said that base connected up with Pine Gap down in Australia. I didn't really know what Pine Gap was, so I figured, well, I'm going to seize this opportunity to do some research. It is located 12 miles southwest of Alice Springs. Alice Springs is right here.
This is Australia?
Australia, and the base is actually right here, so that's the 12-mile distance. Operations began in 1970, and it's a U.S.-Australia joint facility. The official name, and you can see right here, is a Joint Defense Facility Pine Gap. So we actually have a name there. And it's a satellite tracking station. It employs up to 1,000 people, and there's 38 dishes and radar domes there. And we can see those. These are those white golf ball things.
Yep.
They must have added on to it because this other picture shows quite a bit. I think they tried to number them here, but I don't know why these are numbered. Well, maybe they're smaller right there.
They're dishes, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they sure are.
What's interesting about this is Edward Snowden actually said, he revealed that Pine Gap is one of the key facilities in U.S. surveillance.
Okay.
And that's part of tracking communication with Al-Qaeda, Taliban, and then they facilitate those drone strikes, which, of course, kill civilians as collateral damage.
Oh, sure. War is hell.
And we also use the facility for early warning missile launches. If somebody launches a missile at the U.S., then we can try to intercept that before it hits the border there.
Okay, makes sense, yeah.
What's funny about this, too, is they can tell Americans are working there because in Alice Springs, there's like 2,000 residents that celebrate Independence Day and Thanksgiving, which they don't.
Oh, yeah, in Australia, yeah.
But I was looking through this. There are some people that say that this has, they're doing UFO shit there. It's Area 51 of Australia, but I did not find anything like that. Plus, there was protests and stuff, and you get right up by that fence. In Area 51, you can't get near it at all. You're so far away. What is it, 100 miles till you get to...
I just watched a video of 2
miles.
bikers that made it to one of the gates.
At Area 51?
At Area 51.
No shit?
Yeah. Yep. They drove... I don't know however long. There's 2 guys on a motorcycle, and they have the drop down gate, and it says you'll be shot if you go past this.
I know what you're talking about. I've seen that one.
Yeah.
That's the back entrance.
Is that the back entrance? Okay.
And that's still not by the base. That's right.
Oh, is it?
They went around the drop down bar and
it's just the drop down bar is here, and they just went right around it right quick, and they got back in. Camera watching the whole time.
Oh, sure.
Like, I'm going to attempt to cross and take a picture and then walk away. And
And then haul ass out of there, before they get the helicopters scrambled.
But really, that was basically it. Because I thought, okay, there must be underground facility. There's still, I suppose it could be an underground there.
I would think that what you see on top is but a fraction of what's really there. They're not going to, something that important to security, they're not going to have.
These are double fences.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, they're doing a protest. They're right outside the fence. I mean, like Area 51, you're fucking not. No.
Anywhere near. They got the fence set up miles from the stuff.
The camo dudes will run your ass down.
The camel dudes?
Camo dudes, they're called.
In camouflage?
I don't know if they still are, but I know they used to be in camouflage.
Okay.
And then they just have those white Jeeps. And they sit outside the fence and wait for people to cross that line. Did you see the video of the 2 grandmas that crossed in Area 51?
No.
They're so old and like they want to know where the base was. There was this other kid. Oh, it's that way. The warning signs are there. They just fucking haul ass, and you see the camo guy go after him.
Oh, really? In their car, they take off, or?
Yeah.
Oh, jeepers!
They didn't stop at the sign that said to stop. But they ain't gonna get very far either because there's another fence inside.
Yeah, they're not gonna just have one guy in a Jeep stopping it. Huh?
Oh, look at what I've done. I picked out an article specifically for my very good friend Pete because he's a Bigfoot guy. And a man who claims to have killed Bigfoot and saved his body releases another photo of the corpse. Now, this fella is going to go ahead. He says that he has DNA.
Lie!
He went ahead and he sent out the DNA for full body scan. They did a full body scan.
How do you know?
Because he doesn't know.
I'm gonna let Dustin finish before I comment.
Yet.
I'll let Dusty. I'll give him the respect of the floor.
Now the problem with this is, not only does he say that he has all this evidence, he releases the pictures. He's going to go on a nationwide tour here. I don't know, this year or sometime or this year. There's one issue. He is a hoaxer. About 2 or 3 years ago, he also said he had a Bigfoot that he shot in his freezer. And after thawing it out, they realized it was a rubber mask, so on and so forth. Now, I
think I know the one you're talking about. I thought that got swapped somehow because it looked different when it was frozen from when it was unthawed.
Oh, well, I'm sure it probably looks a little different frozen, though. It will distort. But anyway, as you can see, this has the cadaver cut like you would do an autopsy. This, I think, is his little winky. Not 100%. But anyway, so it is cut like you would a cadaver. So I know exactly what Pete's waiting for. He wants to know the guy's name because he's stewing. I
know. I can tell by seeing the picture of this
stuffed
Dyer animal.
There it is. He spent much of his life in pursuit of the ever-elusive beast. Last year, though, he claims to have shot and killed one after nailing pork ribs to a tree. He says, I nailed pork ribs from the Walmart down the street to the side of a tree, and lo and behold, he came and started eating the pork ribs off the tree. He said, I had to shoot it with tears in my eyes. And since that time, he has conducted a series of tests to confirm that it's real. And once he goes on tour, the whole world will believe him. The Bigfoot corpse is subjected to everything, from DNA tests to 3D optical scans to body scans. It's the real deal. It's Bigfoot. Bigfoot's here, and I shot it, and now I'm proving it to the world. This wouldn't be the first time that anyone's claimed this, including Dyer himself, because in 2008, he claimed to have killed a Bigfoot, but then upon further investigation by National Geographic, they claimed to be false. He said it was, apparently as the ice began to melt, that Dyer stored the body and revealed that the corpse to be nothing more than a rubber suit. Dyer, though, claims he does not regret the 2008 hoax, as it has allowed him to develop a network of other highly esteemed Bigfoot trackers. Since that time, he has claimed that this Bigfoot is the real deal. He's only released extremely grainy video, as well as a photo cropped to just see his face. And then, of course, that other picture up top. This time, the picture shows the whole body of Bigfoot laying on the floor of Dyer's tent just after he shot it. He also explained in the upcoming weeks he is set to schedule a press conference where all questions will be answered. There is no word yet of the plan on releasing the DNA tests and optical scans. Now, apparently, this is the tent, but I have an issue with that. If this is the tent, this here is a piece of wood or whatnot, and that's glass.
He had a special display case made for his tour around North America.
All right, so I thought this was great.
You got
Yes,
antiqued.
you think it's great and it looks good on the surface, Dusty, but unfortunately,
He's the expert.
yes, being a Bigfoot researcher, and that's what I hang my hat on. You've been duped. Rick Dyer is an admitted hoaxer by his own words, and
He said that.
Yep, and says, I will come out every few years because there's new people that will believe me and I will make money. The man's a liar. He's a fraud. He beats his girlfriend and wife.
Wife? Both of them?
Well, I think it was a girlfriend first, then she married him or
Mistress.
some shit.
She's
In legitimate Bigfoot circles, we are not even allowed to mention this guy's name. He brings such a bad light onto the subject. And I'm offended, nay, extremely offended that such malarkey would get through the vetting process of Talk is Cheap.
Oh,
Okay.
I did this for you.
You did, and I appreciate the
was a
thought.
gift.
It was the thought that counts. But, kind sir, I will not participate in any further discussion about anything from the likes of this joker. I bid you good day.
Well,
I'm taking my hat with me.
Holy shit.
take your damn hat. This is the last time I do anything nice for you.
I think you pissed him
I
off.
think I pissed him off.
Holy shit.
However, I gotta say, this is a pretty interesting article.
Well, the thing I find interesting is that he was antiqued.
Yeah.
You know what antiquing is?
With the flower?
Yeah.
Yeah, we said too. Well, I thought that maybe, I knew that this would probably rile Pete up. I really did, but that's the reason I did it. But I can't believe that he got. So you can't say Rick Dyer. Aren't we going to go on a trip with all of his buddies to look for Bigfoot?
Yeah.
I'm going to get a big shirt that says, I believe in Rick Dyer. And I'm going to just I'm going to show up like this, and then I'll be like, hey, fellas, how are we today?
Here I am.
Rick Dryer's my hero. So,
Oh, that should go over real well.
well, anything for Pete, really. I mean, you guys are my friends. I like to do things for you all, and this was a nice gift to him, I thought. He went to Walmart and got pork ribs. You know what that means? Be fucking scared.
That means he doesn't want to spend much on meat because it's cheaper at Walmart.
Now when you go to Walmart, you get pork ribs, say, warning, might cause attack by Sasquatch. Cook at your own damn risk.
Oh, fuck.
Well,
I guess Pete ain't here, so I guess we'll just have to close it up
about to
without
close
him.
it up, yeah.
Thank you for watching Talk is Cheap. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We need those thumbs up, people, because that's what keeps us coming back for more. And tune in next week. Who knows what we'll be doing? I might have an idea of something to do on air live too. So we'll see you then.
Have a good one.
Okay, I don't know what.
Just read it, Bill.
Whatever it is, it's not right on the teleprompter. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that.
I know you haven't seen it because you have the IQ of a turnip, you hapless gorilla. Just read it.
Yeah, I can't read it. There's no words on
The words
it.
are right here. What's the matter with you? Are you blind as well as stupid? How can someone have a head that large without anything in it? Is it just fluid up there? And what are you doing with that hair? Did you just blow dry your scalp until it resembles a coconut? Is that what you were going for?
There's no words there. To play us out. What does that mean? To play us out?
Have you ever read Flowers for Algernon? You remind me of the guy in that story before he got smarter. You remind me of Lenny from Mice and Men because I think I should take you outside and shoot you before someone else has to kill you for being so stupid.
I don't know what that means.
It means you're so dumb, you're practically inhuman. You're like a baboon, but less clever.
What does that mean?
I hate you so much.
All right, go.
Don't
go.
yell at me. I'll bounce
yell
this
at me.
binder off that half-deflated basketball you call a face.
Oh, Jesus.
That's tomorrow, and that is it.
Screw this up again, pal. We'll send you over to Fox News.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a. I can't do it.
You are mentally handicapped.
We'll do it live.
You can't even get it right after 5 takes. Why would I agree to do it live?
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
No, fuck you. We're not going to do it live.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
How are you going to write it? You can't even read it. You troglodyte homunculus. Last chance. In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
You want to? Let's do this. Let's do this.
Do you guys hear something? Welcome to Talk is Cheap. Oh, shit. Sorry. I wanted to be honest. You seem all paranoid. Paranoid coming in.